So today, the news coming out of NFL Network, I believe it's Garofolo and I forgot the other guy's name. Uh, Honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter. But the news is that Derek Carr is signing a 4-year deal with New Orleans Saints. Um, Once again, it feels like the Jets have been played one more time. This happened before with Tyreek Hill last year, and a little bit different circumstances because it never really truly felt that Tyreek was ever going to come here. I think he was clearly using the Jets as a negotiating bump to help him get what he wanted in Miami, right? This situation's a little bit different because just yesterday we had reports coming out all over the place on the internet and on Twitter where there were reports saying that Derek Carr was leaning toward the Jets. I mean, talking about how this could be his next home and things of that. And of course, these are just reports and we take those with a grain of salt. But as Jet fans, it gave us hope because it felt different this time. You know, in years past, it was just, the Jets were just there to be used as a bargaining chip for these players. And for the first time, this actually felt like the Jets were a destination to be at. I mean, we've got young talent, we've got an elite defense. There is things in place here that makes the Jets football organization attractive. And so when you hear the reports yesterday, how Derek Carr was leaning toward the Jets and, there was a good possibility that he was coming here, naturally, all of us were excited. And then we wake up this morning and hear the news. And it feels like same old Jets all over again, right? And I know it's not, but that's the way it feels. Derek Carr, for me, was probably the guy that felt more like would have walked into that locker room and felt like a Jet. He had all the qualities as a leader, his characteristics, the things that were important to him. He was saying he wanted to sign before free agency because then that way he can go out there and, kind of recruit guys and stuff like that. And, and the passion that he said where, he always wanted to be a Raider, but he didn't understand how he was let go and what that situation became. And, talking about he has that fire to win a championship. Those were all qualities that as Jet fans, we were eating up. And instead, we're waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, who to me, chemistry-wise, philosophy-wise, really doesn't mesh with New York. I mean, as a football player, there's don't deny he's great. As a football player, he probably gives us the best chance to win a Super Bowl. And I guess at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. But do we really want to deal with this guy? I mean, look at what Green Bay is going through right now with Aaron Rodgers. It's if he will he, won't he, does he go to darkness, does he not? When he comes out of darkness, does he explain what he wants to do? And none of that is happening. And Derek Carr is just kind of like laying back there and saying, yes, right? So it's super disappointing, hearing the news today. And, this leads me to one of two things of what this could mean. And this is the positive side. Number one is that Joe D and his team, they have assurances somewhere. They have assurances that Aaron Rodgers will be a Jet. And if that's the case, then so be it. You know what? Again, as a football player, Aaron Rodgers' ceiling is higher than Derek Carr. I think everybody is in agreement with that, right? But there is the point. The point is Aaron Rodgers coming? Does Joe D know for a fact that Aaron Rodgers is coming. And if he does, then you know what? I'll take the Derek Carr signing over to New Orleans a little bit easier. But there's scenario two. And this is the scary one, because this would mean that the New York Jets football organization does not know what they're doing. Because then it becomes, well, we were kind of waiting on Aaron Rodgers, but Derek Carr was our second choice. And let's string him along. And if Aaron Rodgers ever decides to give us an answer, then at that point, we make a decision on Derek. And listen, rightfully so. Derek was like, nah, no, thank you. I'm not having that. So if that's the case, the Jets are where every Jet fan was afraid of being in. Their position is now going into free agency, not knowing if they have a quarterback. And maybe that changes tomorrow with the franchise tag expiration. Maybe Baltimore decides to go non-exclusive with Lamar Jackson, and then maybe the Jets reach out. Nice consolation prize if that happens. Doubt that it will, but hey, anything's possible, right? But then we're going into this still not knowing who our quarterback is, still not knowing what we do in free agency. And again, Aaron Rodgers doesn't strike me like the guy that says, like Derek Carr, you know what, I'm going to sign before free agency because I want to know who we can grab, who we can recruit, who we can draft. What are our needs? What do you need me as a quarterback to do to help our team be successful? And that doesn't feel like Aaron Rodgers. And so if that's the case, Jets fans, it really just feels like same old Jets. And I hate that term with so much passion. But you know what? We're back here again, right? Derek Carr could have been, what isn't? Aaron Rodgers, is he or isn't? We don't know. Lamar Jackson, who knows what Baltimore is going to do? That leaves us with Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, Baker Mayfield. Ryan Tannehill is off the board, it seems, because Tennessee, rightfully so, is saying, now we're going to keep him. So after those two guys, or three guys, if you include Lamar, the drop-off is extreme. And this mandate that we're going to get a quality veteran in here, it kind of rings hollow. And again, we're back to the same old. I'm not even going to say it anymore. So, yeah, so that's the news. Gut punch, to be sure. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Remember, just subscribe, hit that notification button, because I'm sure we're going to be back here again when there's more news, positive or negative, on the quarterback situation. That's the most important thing for the Jets right now. So until then, go Giants and go Jets.